Friends, we are still in the month of May. Good morning. Let's count our days. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yesterday was Wednesday, which means today is Thursday, and tomorrow will be Friday. So today's date is Thursday, May 14th, 2020, and our digital date is 5/14/20. All right, so we had a busy day yesterday of assessing. A lot of my friends met with me yesterday, which was great. All of us are doing so awesome. I'm so proud of all the work you guys have been doing. And I'm proud to say that you guys are all the people that I've assessed so far are ready for first grade. And they're excited. So it is PJ day today, friends. So I have my robe on because I cannot just get out of bed and stay in my pajamas all day. So I had to get ready for the day, but I did throw my robe back on just to have some fun for pajama day. Because pajama day is always fun. So hopefully you can stay in your pajamas. I know that pretty much every day is pajama day at home while we're learning like this. So that's okay. But have some fun with it. All right. Okay, so we have a fun book to read, and I have some new sight words. So let me grab the sight words. All right, so we had all, A-L-L, all, and then we had ball, B-A-L-L, ball, and then we had had, H-A-D, had, and this is our new one for today, will, W-I-L-L, will. Like, I will stay in my pajamas all day. Will you be in your pajamas? Will you watch a movie today? Will you stay inside because it's rainy today? There's lots of ways to use the word will. So I want you to turn to somebody right now and use the word will in a sentence or a question. All right. So, excuse me. Allergies are crazy. Okay. Ryan cut the grass yesterday, so I'm all sneezy and stuff. My new teacher and me. I thought this was kind of funny because you guys technically, I'm still your teacher, but your parents are also your teacher now. So I thought this would kind of be funny to hear about a new teacher. I've never read this book, so I'll be reading it for the first time with you. Looks fun. All right, it's by Al Yankovic. Illustrations by Wes Hargis. My new teacher and me. The first day of school, it was finally here. I wondered who'd be my new teacher this year. Then at 8:30 sharp, a tall stranger walked in. He stood by the chalkboard and stroked his long chin. He said, "I'm Mr. Booth, and I'm happy to say I'll be teaching you all about fractions today. Now open your textbooks to page number 3." And that's when he stopped and he stared right at me. He said, "You, young man, what's that filth on your shirt? You can't come in my classroom all covered with dirt." I said, "Hi, nice to meet you, sir. Billy's the name. See, a funny thing happened before the bus came." There's the teacher. There's Billy. I was digging to China out in my backyard, and I almost was there when I hit something hard. I dug and I dug and I dug a bit more and discovered the skull of a real dinosaur. And I would have cleaned up, sir, but hey, I'm no fool. I just couldn't be late on the first day of school. Do you think he really found a dinosaur skull? For a second day or two, Mr. Booth kind of froze. Then he walked up to me and he looked down his nose. I don't tolerate nonsense. No, not 1 degree. And your story sounds highly unlikely to me. Why, of course. It's unlikely, I said. Oh, by far. The awesomest things in the world often are. For instance, this friend of my third cousin Ned's got a farm where the dairy cows each have 2 heads. That's so highly unlikely the tourists will stop just to take their own pictures at $3 a pop. Completely ridiculous, sneered Mr. Booth. Please stop wasting our time and just stick to the truth. Well, the truth can seem crazy, like that day in June when my grandfather famously walked on the moon. and he played and he played ukulele while flying a kite. It was in all the papers. You've heard of it, right? You know what? My grandfather even implied someday he might take me along for the ride. The class started cheering, take us too. Then Mr. Booth bristled and snapped, that'll do. Pure poppycock, class, please be quiet. Please be still. He is not going off to the moon, never will. That's all right, I told him. The moon is okay, but I've been to a much cooler place anyway. I just went on vacation with my dad and mom to an island somewhere between Norway and Guam, where the blueberry muffins grow right on the trees, and you flip inside out every time you sneeze. And the rabbits say moo, and the poodles go neigh, and the traffic light colors are pink, blue, and gray. Oh boy, look at this. It goes upside down or turns to the side. Oh, and every third Thursday, about 1:30, all the gravity stops. Wow, is that ever fun? There's a squid eating contest, and hey, if you win it, they'll let you be king for exactly 1 minute. Then everyone does what you tell them to do. Man, I sure hope we get to go back next year, too. So there's the first part. Squidtacular. And there he is as king. Mr. Booth didn't care for that story one bit. He furrowed his brow and said, okay, that's it. Admit that your stories are simply absurd. I just do not believe them, not one single word. Then I cleared my throat and said, well, sir, just because you don't believe doesn't mean it's not so. Just because you can't imagine it, that doesn't mean that it simply can't be or won't ever be seen. I'll bet every great thinker and leader we've got could see all kinds of things other people could not. So then, why get upset if somebody like me tries to look at the world just a bit differently? Enough, Mr. Booth said. No more of these stunts. You'll march straight into the principal's office at once. Something slipped away from my book as I walked to the door. Mr. Booth picked it up, and his jaw hit the floor. It was me and a cow with not 1 head but 2. Oh, I said, I was planning to give that to you. It's a little good luck gift. I got it for free. He stared hard at the photo, then looked back at me. I avoided the principal's office that day. In fact, old Mr. Booth put my gift on display. He steals a quick glance at it once in a while, and I'm not even kidding. I once saw him smile. We should get along fine, and it's certainly clear there's a lot we'll be teaching each other this year, like how all of my stories are perfectly true, except for, well, maybe a detail or two. Well, that was a fun book. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, here's the deal. We've all been working so hard. So today what I want you to do is one journal entry about something that you're excited about for summer or next school year or pretty much anything. You could respond to that book and say something like what you love about being at home with your new teacher at home, like your mom, your dad, whoever's teaching you. You could write about that. Write about anything you want. It's our journal entry for today. Okay. Um, where I am not going to require a math page today. We'll give you guys a break on that. I also, I think there's no, well, you have to do your science activity if you didn't do it yet. So one journal entry, a science activity, 2 books on Raz Kids, and 3 activities on Seesaw. Pretty easy, right? And at least one of those activities should be a specials activity if you have not done art or music or gym yet. Okay? All right, friends. Well, I hope you have a great day. Don't forget it's PJ day, so stay in your PJs all day. Don't forget to practice your sight words and your math facts when you can, and have a lot of fun. All right. Bye, friends. Have a great day.